guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Wimbledon. If you're still enjoying the series, smash the like button with your head or something. I don't know. Anything like that. Anyway, yeah, if we could get 400, that'd be superb. Now, this month we've had a kind of, again, a mishmash of fixtures in both the league and the cup and the other cup. And now we're coming to the other cup because we've got more cups, and that's a worry for me. But anyway, enjoy the highlights of the games we played this month, and I will join you guys in a sec for the Monaco game first leg. Up steps Big Phil. Can he score? He can. Leicester City 0, Wimbledon 1. Philip Isler with his 5th of the season from the penalty spot. Very good goal. Alves free kick. Oh, it's straight in. 2 goals in as many minutes, and Alessandro Salvi makes it 2-0 to Wimbledon, and we are running, well, not running right, we're just casually sweeping them away at the moment. Isler's corner, whipped in. Cabrera nods it down, and it's in the back of the net. Leicester City 0, Wimbledon 3. That's a ratty own goal. Jesus, he'd given away a penalty and scored an own goal today, apparently. Isler's free kick, corner rather. Salvi nods it on. Cabrera's in there, and this time it is 4-0. Gerardo Cabrera this time will score the goal. He's got an assist and a goal today. What a performance from Cabrera. 4-0 to Wimbledon. Well, there we go. 4-0 Wimbledon. Who needs Peter or Fabio? Oh, for God's sake, Makula. Wimbledon down to 10 men after 22 minutes. Makula, I gave him a chance, and he's let me down massively. Gomez. Ball in again. Icardi, and this time Liverpool have got the lead here. And that makes sense. We've got 10 men. We've still done well, but they do have a goal back. We've just got to make sure we don't concede 3 more in the next half hour. Neves, interesting. Can he sit it across? He can find Mateus. Mateus is in and he's scored. Liverpool 1, Wimbledon 1. Mateus with the 5th goal of the season, and that surely just puts the icing on the cake of us in the League Cup final. There you go, guys. 1-1. Get your giraffe onesies on. We're going to Wembley. Oh, good sweet mother of Christ. What was that, guys? Come on now. Ipswich lead us in the FA Cup thanks to whatever the hell that was. 1-0 Ipswich, Jesus. Short for Mateus. Mateus picks it up. Can he round aside for Kenneth? Kenneth's in on goal. Oh, great finish from Kenneth van den Heuvel. And it is Ipswich 1, Wimbledon 1. And it has been coming for quite some time. We are level in the FA Cup with the rotated team. Everton through the channel for Mateus is onside. And it is 2-1 to Wimbledon now. Mateus is making the most of some game time, and he's actually impressing me a little bit here. Ipswich 1, Wimbledon 2. Oh, there we go. Ipswich 1, Wimbledon 2. We turned it around on them. Thoroughly deserved win, and we're through to the next round of the FA Cup as well. We have to find a goal. We've not let them have a single shot yet. We just need to find one that goes in for us. Salvi pulls it back. Kenneth! And that surely is the winner here at the Vitality Stadium. Bournemouth 0, Wimbledon 1. Kenneth with the goal that we needed. My goodness. And there we go. Bournemouth 0, Wimbledon 1. Kenneth really has got Fabio out of jail there. We had loads of chances, and Fabio just missed all of them. Thank God for Kenneth. Baltam to Masek. Can he find someone at the far post, maybe? Salvi might. Ball in. Oh, it's in. It's Gerardo Cabrera. Wimbledon 1, Arsenal 0. Gerardo Cabrera. We've dominated this first half, to be fair, and thoroughly deserved the lead. What are Arsenal playing at? Skips past a few. Comes to Fabio. He's across, and he makes it 2-0. Wimbledon 2, Arsenal 0. We've been superb today. Arsenal have just not turned up. We've dominated them from start to finish and have a second goal here. Now let's get the clean sheet. Well, there you have it. Wimbledon 2, Arsenal 0. Averaging at times over 70% possession against Arsenal. Incredible stuff. Right, guys, we are back. And before we do anything, I'm going to break from tradition and not do a question of the day because I need to talk about something else. And that is still related to questions and stuff. But basically, I see a lot of the same questions in the comments often, although I do talk about it in the video. But I don't want to keep repeating it in the video because I think that's just a waste of time. But I'm going to put like an FAQ, like a frequently asked questions thing, in the description to all the videos from now on. But I kind of want to know what you guys want to see on that. So it'll be things like, am I using a skin? No. What leagues have I got on? I'll put like a screenshot because that's a lot of stuff to type out, stuff like that. But if there's anything else you think you should be included in that, do let me know. So yeah, but the reason I do the hashtag QOTD thing, I've explained this before, but I just want to explain it again, is because I search for that in the comments. That way I can pick questions, basically. That's how I do it. So if you are going to put a question of the day in forward, make sure you put hashtag QOTD, otherwise I won't see it. So yeah, moving on. Wimbledon, we're 3 points clear at the top of the league. We've won some games in the league this month. Okay, fair enough. Most of them were fairly comfortable, although, of course, Arsenal probably was one of the more comfortable ones, actually. They really did not turn up, and you can really see the way they've fallen off the pace. Down to an 11th place with Liverpool really struggling as well. It's very strange to see, because they've still got a very good side. And someone asked me, Hector Bellerin, he's still there. He played right back for him in that game against us that you just saw, and, well, he was pretty abysmal, really. We run them ragged in that, and probably could have had more goals. We have managed to get ourselves a few wins on the board. Here's how the schedule's looking at the moment, of course. You know, so we managed to get a 4-0 win away at Leicester. Of course, down to 10 men, that kind of enabled that. We got a 1-1 draw against Liverpool away, despite going down to 10 men after 20 minutes. Beat Ipswich in the cup, good stuff. Kenneth's been good this year. Bournemouth, Kenneth saved our blushes. Fabio was awful in that game. He missed a penalty. He missed like 3 one-on-one opportunities. Kenneth really did bail him out. but that's just how it is. But he did make up for it with a late goal against Arsenal. But Gerardo Cabrera, again, is another player that has really stepped up. You might also notice that this first part of the episodes, before I do the live com part, there might be some more editing, and I'm trying to clean things up and make it a bit more polished, so there's no ramble and sort of stuff like that. But there are a couple of other things I want to go over, but we'll talk about the squad first. Top goal scorer is Fabio with 18. Baltam has 15, which is all very, very good. Now, I noticed someone actually made Twitter accounts for Fabio, Baltam, and Salvi, because they followed me this morning, so well done, I guess. They look pretty cool, actually, to be fair. I like the fact that you've got pictures that kind of do look a little bit like their regen faces, but they're real people, so that's kind of cool. You can probably find those guys on Twitter as well, so bravo, whoever did that. Assists, Salvi has 13. He's starting to climb on the assists again now. I feel like in the back half of the season, he should be able to pick up a few more, but, you know, Fabio's done well. We've had injuries to a lot of players this month. Fabio's been injured. Mateus has been injured. Bida is still injured. So it's been a little bit hit and miss, but Fabio's back and he seems to be finding his feet again. Last 5 games, though, look at that. Salvi with an 8.52. That is more like it. He's on a new deal. He's now, oh, what's he worth? He was worth 50 million before the new deal. He's still worth 50 million. I feel like that should adjust the value when you give him a new contract, because particularly when there's more money involved, and after all, that is half the reason that contracts and players are worth what they are, because of the money they're on and the length of the contract. But there you go. FM doesn't really seem to take that into account, really, does it? But there you go. Look at the players. Oh. The thing is, he's only 4-star in this team, and it says that, where is it on his scout report? Coach report. World-class player. So if he's 4-star and a world-class player, oh, Christ on a bike. That's all I'll really say about it. So let's get into the match. It's Monaco today. Oh, also, since we're in the League Cup final, which is here, against Fulham, right before the next leg against Monaco, I've not decided what to do, and it will depend kind of a lot on what happens in today's game, basically. If we can get ourselves a good win over them and actually set ourselves up for a slightly easier second leg, then I might have to, well, we're going to have to do the Fulham game. It's a cup final. We have to. The League Cup, not the FA Cup. I feel like I might have said that. But it's a tough one because the League Cup comes in an awkward position, but I do want to do it as a proper live com so I can wear the giraffe onesie because I promised I would. Mateus. Right, okay. This is an interesting one for me. I'm going to go with Mateus. I'm going to go with Kenneth and Fabio because they've played a bit better lately. And Mateus, although he did play well, he's only just come back from injury. This will be his first game back, and I don't want to risk it, but he will be on the bench because we've got literally no other options off the bench, which is pretty damn useful. Worley is suspended as well, which is a shame. Tolson and Millington, I've sent both of them out on loan just to get them some football up. So let's submit the team and get into the game today. We're going to go with Fabio, Kenneth, Baltam, Salvi, Masek, Farmer, Gomez, Dissa, Cabrera, Manquillo, Galfrascoli. Someone asked me why I don't rate Achibar. I do rate Achibar. It's just that often my assistant always puts him in as a right back, and for me he's much better as a Farmer replacement, but Farmer is just a better player. So if I've got the choice between the two, Farmer will always play, but often Achibar will get a game when Farmer doesn't get a game, basically, and he's always a perfect substitute, which is why he's still made 25 appearances this year. So, for example, I might rest him for the next league game, or if we've got something coming up, we've always got Achibar there, and I like having him off the bench because he's the ultimate utility player, and it's much easier to bring him off the bench than have him on the team because then you have to move stuff around. So Sven Nag, who I swear used to play for Arsenal, is now playing over at Monaco. Just trying to see if I recognise any of the players in that team. Not closing down Kingsley Coman. Is that... Oh, no, not tight marking him. That makes sense. He's a winger. We don't want to be tight marking a winger, particularly not someone like Kingsley, which is a fantastic name, by the way. We're a little bit low on fitness, but we've kind of really got no choice with the amount of fixtures we've got. I've tried resting players as much as I can. We played rotated sides for both the for the second leg against Liverpool and the FA Cup tie against Ipswich. We played the full rotation. But of course, you know, it's difficult to do that. Right. So I feel like we've got enough in the tank to win the first leg. And that's key for us, really, because that's what we're really trying to do. We're trying to win the Champions League. That's the most important thing in the world. So we need to sort of just at least win the first leg. I mean, 0-0 wouldn't be the worst because at least they wouldn't have scored an away goal, but come on, we're a team that scores goals. We're very good defensively, so hopefully Monaco will be sick of us by now, although we have beaten and lost to them in the past. So we did beat them in that final, which is kind of key for me. Thiago. Cristante, I hate that guy. He's so good whenever he plays against me. If it's the same guy that always used to score against me with Portsmouth anyway. De Neuer. Coman's already in, and an incredible save, and another incredible save, or a block rather. Okay, so first chance goes to Monaco. Let's just quickly get a few more minutes in and see if we can figure out how we can actually prevent them from doing that again. Although it didn't look like it was because of the high line per se. So that's an interesting one. Something will present itself, I'm hoping, when we take a look at the Prozone stats at around about the half-an-hour mark. That's kind of where I'm looking for. Let's see. Okay. Well, he is finding a lot of space, but there's not a lot you can really do about that when it's a winger. We don't want to tight mark wingers. It's just not a sensible idea. I've never found that tight marking a winger has done anything except concede you goals because they're better than your fullback is at running. It's as simple as that most of the time, unless your fullback is Hector Bellerin of 2 years ago. Okay, so it's been an incredibly dull game so far, which might have been part of their plan. Wow. Okay, so we're not really creating much. I'm going to up the tempo slightly, and we're going to just try and exploit the right, because that's generally where we go anyway. And that might be it for now. This is going to be a really tough one to work out, because nothing's really happened so far. But I feel like if we up the tempo, we might create a few more chances. Oh, here we go. Salvi. It's only a corner, of course, but Kenneth. Go on, Kenneth. Takes a touch, pulls it inside, and it's cleared away. But Manquillo can push this back for Salvi. Back for Masek. It's nice one-touch football. Masek's strike is saved by Dragowski. Baltam cutting inside again. Imran. Salvi! Yes! That was very unexpected. Lovely pick-up from Imran. Almost said Imran Salvi, but that's basically who scored the goal. We've certainly stepped it up a little bit now. Wimbledon 1, Monaco 0. That was the goal that we needed. Pass completion has been good. Possession is good. We're starting to create some shots now, although admittedly 2 from range. Although, frankly, one of them was the Masek goal that kind of led to that. So, well done, Roman Masek as well. He's not really a big scorer of goals. And Baltam holding off 2 players here, goes around both of them, drills this across the corridor of uncertainty with the outside of his foot, and Salvi just slots it into an empty net for his 8th of the season. Wow. Baltam is 4.5 stars in this team, so that shows you how good of a player he actually is, if he's 4.5 stars. And he's still only like 21, which is mental. Masek now. Right now we're starting to create a bit more. Hopefully. Coman. Win that Manquillo. There we go. Is that Sisto they've got playing for, or am I just seeing things? De Neuer. Oh, slips it through for Baltam. He's through. Imran, mate, that was the chance for 2-0. And we're starting to pick this up a little bit now. And I feel like because it's 2 legs, we kind of have to go for this still a little bit in the second half, because 1-0 is not... It's not great. Because, look at Fabio again, 6.3. This is what I mean. He's not been superb. And Kenneth's been slightly better. Right, let's take a look at the look at the Prozone stats now. Okay, that's more like it. Monaco still aren't really offering much. Right-hand side probably is our strongest position, which is where we're going anyway. But the fact is, we're doing okay on the left too. Do we just try and go for both for the second half? I don't know what to do at this point. Like, we could sit deeper and try to... Maybe we should. Maybe we should sit a little deeper, but keep the tempo high. Look for a slightly longer pass. Bring them out a little bit, and then try and get in behind, because that required basically a lot of faffing around that goal. It was a sort of a bit of luck, you know, with the way that the ball bounced over to Baltam. I wonder if maybe dropping a little deeper, particularly as you feel like they're going to try and do something like that in the second half, might be a good approach, and might allow us to just grab a couple more, or another goal on the counter. Not, you know what I mean, on the counter-attack style, obviously not because we're playing counter. Kenneth. Cristante. Thiago. Interesting. I see that they're playing a lot of short passing. Salto, right, they're backing off of him now. Oh, come on now. Whew. I know you're supposed to drop a little deeper, but they could have at least got the tackle in. Okay. Just see how things go for the first sort of few minutes of this second half. I think one of my first changes might well be to get Fabio off and get Mateus on, because Mateus worked really well playing this type of... Oh, shit. Okay, let's just let this go. Andre Gomez, Thiago, Cristante. Won by Gomez. Nicely done. Can he find an outlet? He needs to just... that was woeful. That was just woeful. There was a really easy pass... Well, not an easy pass, but... Oh, please don't concede a goal from it. Salto. Oh, fuck me. Well, we should have got that clear. Right, we're going to go back to what we were doing before. That was a really stupid bit of play there from Brian Gomez. Like, there was a pass on that he could have really quite comfortably finished off there, and instead the ball's just gone straight to the defender, and, well, it's a good cross in. Perdikis out wide. Ball, I thought maybe it was a bit too deep for him to actually score there, but Salto with a huge header, and Galfrascoli's not quite able to get there, and it's 1-1. 1-1 is a terrible result in a home leg. It really is, unless we can go and win away. Okay. Next change is going to be Fabio off Mateus on. He's only played a 6.3. I know Mateus isn't fully fit, but we don't really have a lot of options there now. Who else is not having a great game? Masek isn't actually having a superb game, and he's not that great on fitness. I might get Achabar in here. Cabrera, he seems to be really hit and miss, Cabrera. Sometimes he's brilliant and he can score as well. Maybe. Salvi's got a goal, but definitely the wingers are doing our best work so far, but I just wonder if... We'll at least get the win here. Win it 2-1 and I'll be a little bit more comfortable, but 2-1 is still not a very good win in the first leg, to be honest, particularly as you've got to go to Monaco. But, you know, we're a pretty solid defensive side, so you never know what we're capable of in these areas. Baltam, Perdikis, and Gomez should mop... Alright, Zissa, one of you just mop it up. Gomez, we've got time. Van den Heuvel, Baltam, substitute from Mateus, saved! Oh, cleared away, right. We really should have scored another goal at some point in this game. Unfortunately, the higher tempo... I'm actually tempted to just drop the tempo now, to give us a better chance at taking the opportunity when it arises, because it seems like Monaco are getting their confidence up a little bit, and I don't want that too much. Or should we just go for it? Try to really grind out that chance. Oh, it sucks. We've done all right. We've created decent number of opportunities. They've just not put them away. No, it's not. Oh, hello. Go on. Salvi's ball. Headed away. Kenneth, go on, get the winner. Make it 2-1 at least so we can... Oh, please no. So we can at least look a little bit better on this score. Gomez has done brilliantly there. Oh, all right. Okay, they're going to go down to 10 men. Someone said play wider against teams with 10 men. So I'm going to try that. Not really sure. We're going to be more expressive as well and look for the overlaps. Nah, actually, we'll just leave that off. Because I find if you set it on look for the overlap, they'll physically wait for the fullbacks to come around and physically look for them rather than crossing sometimes. So it's a second yellow card for for Fabinho. Come on, just one chance. No, it's not happening, is it? Salvio's ball in. Salvio? They just seem to be so... In these European games, they just seem to not quite have enough, even when we create the chances. Well, there you go. It's Wimbledon 1, Monaco 1. And I'm really not sure what to do about the next episode, to be honest, because we've got bloody... we've got a League Cup final to do, and I think I'm going to do that as the live com. I just don't know what we're going to do about showing the second Monaco game. I might have to do a double live com after that and have it right at the start or something. I really don't know how we're going to do that. But we'll figure it out, basically. That's the main thing. We will figure it out. What I might do is start the third, the one, not the next one, but the one after that, with like a double, with a live com of the Monaco game, and then we'll do the games in between and have another live com after that. Because I don't want to do an episode that's just a Monaco live com, because it's just a little bit, you know, I'd feel a bit shortchanging you guys if I did that. So, next episode, it will be the Fulham Champions League final, as if. It will be the Fulham League Cup final, where I will have to go and don my giraffe onesie, which I'm going to have to try and dig out as well. So, I'm going to cut to when this actually does something as well. So, yeah, next episode, we've got Chelsea... Crystal Palace. We've also got Leeds or Manchester City in the FA Cup, because again we can't ever get a decent draw there nearly, can we? Then again, we're further in. And then we've got Manchester City again at home this time, which is a crucial one. And then Fulham. So it's going to be a tough month. We've got lots of competitions going on again, but we're going to be playing the Capital One Cup final there. So what I'll do then is we'll probably do like... In the next one, we'll do Monaco, and then we'll play some games, then we'll do another live com at the end, maybe something like that. I don't know. Anyway, if you guys have enjoyed this episode, do drop a like on the video. That would be excellent. And if you'd like to even more than that, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in your inbox every single day at 7 o'clock. And I will join you guys in the next episode for the Capital One Cup final against Fulham. Can we finally win ourselves a reasonably sized cup? That would be awesome. Well, apart from the Europa League, of course. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye.